what's up everybody, it's Cooper here, and I've got a really awesome pickup video for you today. There's tons of stuff to get through, so I might be going kind of quick, but there are some new elements that I'm going to be implementing into this pickup video to hopefully make it more interesting for you guys to watch. So, I think they'll be pretty obvious once everything starts up, and I hope you guys really enjoy. So, first off, I just want to say I've got my phone here, and I'm actually in the process of texting someone from Craigslist about some games, so I thought it would be kind of cool if you guys if they text me during the making of this video, if you guys kind of saw the process that I kind of go through, it just might be a little interesting, I thought. So, I do have the phone here with me, but like I said, I have tons of stuff to show you guys, so most of this has come from Craigslist. And then I got some stuff from Nintendo Age, from eBay, and from a thrift store by my house. Two thrift stores, actually. So, I guess I'll start with the consoles that I have to show you guys. And these came from various locations, so I'm not going to go too in-depth about where I got something unless there's an actual story to go with it. But first up, I have a Super Nintendo, and it's pretty yellowed, but this did come with cords and one controller. I'm not going to bother showing you those because everyone knows what they look like, but I also got a second Super Nintendo. This also came with cords and one controller. Then, I have a Nintendo 64. If I could open that. Just a regular jumper pack in there. And this came with the cords and two gray controllers, and one of the controllers has a memory card in it, so that's pretty cool. The joysticks on these are actually pretty good. Next up, I got another N64, but this one is an ice blue. And as you can probably see, it's missing the cover for this, which is really unfortunate. To buy those alone, you know, you're looking at 10 or 15 bucks, which is really overpriced, but people on eBay know if someone needs one of those, where else are they going to get it? So they charge really high prices. I actually got this to sell, so I'm not too worried about it. And that came with two matching controllers, which is really cool. The joysticks aren't bad. I was thinking about keeping one of the controllers, just because, I don't have too many N64 controllers that I'm keeping for myself that aren't boxed, because I've got tons of boxed controllers, but for controllers I actually use, I don't have too many. So that is all of the consoles. And then with the ice blue N64, I got two games with that, and also a Sega Genesis game, and I got it from a new thrift store that just opened up the road from my house, which is very cool, and the total was $32, I think, for everything, and that was after tax. And that came with Wipeout 64 and A Bug's Life. And it was originally, that bundle right there, the system, the two controllers, the cords, and the two games was marked at $35, and I got one Sega Genesis game, which was originally marked at $250, but like I said, I offered $30 for everything. He accepted, and then with tax it was like $32 something. And the Genesis game is The Lost Vikings. So, this game it's in really nice shape. I usually don't buy Genesis games, but I bought this one to sell, and it's about an $8 game, which isn't bad. But like I said, I got that whole bundle for $32, which is, I think, a very good deal. So with the other Nintendo 64, I got a stack of games with that, and they're mostly sports games, but there's Madden 2002, WWF No Mercy, Nagano Winter Olympics, Madden 2001, Madden 2000, WrestleMania 2000, Cruisin' USA, and then the one good game that came with it is The Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time. The label's really faded, but Um, and I really don't even remember where I got that bundle or how much I paid, but I can tell you that all the deals that I've been doing recently I've been getting really good deals, which is really awesome. So with one of the Super Nintendos, I got a little stack of games with that, and those are Full Throttle, MechWarrior 3050 for 3050, Super Return of the Jedi, Star Fox, and Kirby's Dream Course. And these games came with one of the systems, like I said, and I paid $40 for the whole bundle, which is a pretty good deal because just the system with both cords and a controller can sell on eBay for about $40 to $50 in working condition. So to get those games with it is really not a bad deal. Kirby's Dream Course is probably the best one. It's not an expensive game by any means, but a nice game to get in that bundle. Zelda's here trying to mess with the camera, so I gotta get her off screen because she'll knock it down. Let's see. I have a Genesis game here and a Super Nintendo game. I'm not exactly sure where I got these, but there's Super Mario World in great condition, has the dust cover, and there's a complete copy of ToeJam and Earl for the Genesis. And like I said, I never really buy Sega stuff, but if I find good deals on good games that I can resell, I'll pick them up. Like I said, that's complete, and this is, I don't know like the exact value for a complete copy, I haven't looked it up yet, but I know a cartridge is about $8 to $10, so I'm hoping a complete copy is between $15 and $20. Next up, let's see, I have, okay, one of the Super Nintendos, the yellowed Super Nintendo, with that bundle is where I got ToeJam and Mario World, and I also got this stack of N64 games. I remember this deal now. It was from someone on Craigslist, and for the whole bundle, I paid, what was it? I want to say it was $100. I'm not exactly sure, but here are the N64 games I got. First we have Star Fox 64, 007 GoldenEye, Donkey Kong 64, Super Mario 64, The Legend of Zelda, Ocarina of Time, Great Kart, another one, Mario Kart 64, Super Smash Brothers, The Legend of Zelda, Majora's Mask, and Conker's Bad Fur Day. So, I think it was around 100, maybe 120. I'm not exactly sure, but that was an excellent deal. Next up, I guess I'll show you the stuff that I got from the other thrift store. It's a thrift store I've been to before, but I've never bought anything from there. This is only my second time going, but it was pretty cool. And first, I got this Guitar Hero 3 controller for the PS2 in the box, and it's a wireless controller. It's like an official Guitar Hero controller. It's not a knockoff or a bootleg, but very cool. It has everything in there, all in the original baggies. The only thing it's missing is the game, which is fine. I have the game, plus it's super cheap anyway. But I knew that when buying it, and they actually had like 10 of these, so I picked out the best condition one, and that was $10, which I think is more than fair. At home in Washington with my parents, I have a Guitar Hero 2 controller boxed, so it's cool to pick up a Guitar Hero 3 controller. Also from that thrift store, I picked up some little Pokemon toys, and they were 25 cents each, but I got them like as a discount. We have a little Riolu, Geodude, I don't know this guy's name. Some of the newer ones I don't know. Like these, I have no idea. This one, and this one, I don't know their names. Also this one, I don't know the name of this one, but it's really familiar. Snorlax, this is really thick and it's solid. And then a Nidoqueen keychain from Burger King, which is very cool. In addition to those, I got a factory-sealed Pokemon wristwatch, and this has 4 interchangeable bands, and there's the official Nintendo seal right there. This is sealed, and it was 99 cents, and I think it's pretty cool. They actually had a bunch more of these, and they had them last time I was there too, which was months ago. So I might be going back to pick up a couple more, just for whatever reason. I'm not sure if I'm going to, but it's a maybe. Next up, something I bought off Nintendo Age. Actually, I'll show you this first. Off eBay, I picked up a cartridge-only copy of Pokemon Soul Silver. And the reason I bought this is because it was $12, and it was a buy it now, so I bought it for 12 bucks, and I have a complete copy in my collection. I put up my cartridge for sale, I sold it for about 25, and then a couple days later, I got this in the mail to replace mine. So it was just a really easy profit that I made. Didn't have to leave the couch, really, you know. Very easy to just buy stuff like that, sell my copy, and you know, that's a really easy profit. So next up is a deal from Nintendo Age that I got. I was looking in the sellers section. People post stuff they have for sale or trade, and I was able to pick up 2 complete Game Boy games and this. And this is a Nintendo 64 game, a zip-up carrying case for games, which is very cool. It's got the little rubbery Nintendo 64 logo down here, and it zips up, and when you open it, I don't know how well it's going to show up on the camera, but it has these little mesh pouches, and you can hold 3 games on each side, so 6 games total, and then it has little flaps behind that where you can store like manuals and paperwork. And the little tag here in the middle, you can see that. It actually says copyright Nintendo, so it is an official product, and being a Nintendo 64 collector and never seen one of these before, I thought that was a very cool item to add to the collection, and that was $5, so not bad. From the same seller, I picked up, like I said, 2 complete in box Game Boy Advance games, and there are 2 I didn't have. These are both for the collection. First is Crash Bandicoot: The Huge Adventure, and it's a little bit crushed, but it's really not that bad, and everything's in there. Like I said, they're both complete. The next one is Final Fantasy Tactics Advance, and this one is very slightly crushed right here, but other than that, it's in great shape, and I'm really happy to get this one because I do have, I think, Final Fantasy IV complete, and actually, okay, it does have the manual. It was just hidden down in there. But yeah, very awesome games to add to the collection, and these were $10 each, or maybe Final Fantasy is 15 and Crash was 5, but either way, for these 2 games and this Nintendo 64 case, it worked out to $25 with free shipping, which was very awesome. Next up is 2 more eBay deals. First up, for the PS2, I picked up a complete copy of EverQuest Online Adventures Frontiers, and it's complete and it's in mint condition. And the reason I picked this up, even though, I mean, obviously you can't play it anymore, it's an online only game, but it was like $1.99 with free shipping, and it's a game I didn't have, so cool addition to the PS2 collection. And then I picked up this off eBay, and that is a complete in box mint copy of Pokemon Gold. And I haven't tested to see if it saves yet, but this box is in mint condition, and I already have a copy of my own, but I was hoping this would be a box upgrade, which I really think it is. I haven't compared yet, but this is in like this is in mint condition, and when I say mint, I really mean mint. Like there aren't even any scratches or anything on the box at all, and everything's in there. It's complete. And this was a buy it now of $30 with free shipping, which is really fair considering the next ones up are about $50, and So yeah, I got this to replace mine, hopefully. Sell off whichever one is in worse condition, and hopefully I'll be able to make a little bit of profit in the process, which is always very cool. Next up, I have a purchase off the Nintendo 64 Forever forum, and this is from Blue Dog Rules. I don't think he has a YouTube channel. I'm not sure, so don't quote me on that, but I picked up a LodgeNet controller from him for the N64. And if you guys aren't familiar with what this is, at the LodgeNet hotels in the United States, back in the day, well, I think they, if they're still around, I think they might still be using these, because I have seen a video from Red South City showing one of these in his hotel room not too long ago. So I think they're still in use at some places, but basically this would be in your hotel room, and you can order playtime of Nintendo 64 games on it. And it's an official Nintendo licensed product. It's got the Nintendo logo on there, as you can see, and it plugs into like a phone jack, which is very awkward. You can't really use these anymore. It's purely for collecting purposes, but it's a very awesome addition to my Nintendo 64 collection, and especially my Nintendo 64 controller collection. So I'm very happy to have that. And that was I think it was $13 with free shipping, so very, very awesome deal. I think they usually go for about 20 to 25 each on eBay. But he came into a big lot of them, and he was selling them pretty cheap to the members there, which is very awesome. Okay, so I actually forgot to show you these from the pawn shop where I got the Pokemon toys and the Guitar Hero controller. I also got some games I forgot to show them. I don't know why I skipped over them. But first up, I got 2 disc-only copies of Wii Sports, and they're both horridly scratched. She said $4 each, and I put them back, and then when she was putting the games back in the case, she said, "Were you interested in these ones or no?" And I said, I would be, but they're really scratched. So, I mean, if you could do them really cheap, I might take them. And she said $1.50 each, and I figured, you know, they're not going to play in the condition they're in, but if I get them resurfaced, they might work. And for $3 for 2 copies of Wii Sports, I mean, I'll take the chance, because you can sell them for about $10 to $12 each on eBay. I sold 3 about a week ago. They sold within 2 days, so I feel comfortable taking the risk on those. Next up, I got a sealed Xbox game, and that's Rugby 2005. And this was $3, I believe. And then I got 4 PS1 games. They're all sports games, but there's NBA Live 98, ECW Hardcore Revolution, Triple Play 2001, and Madden 99. And they were marked at $1.50 each, but I got them for, I think, either 75 cents or $1 each. And when I opened up the Madden game, there was actually a disc-only copy of Front Mission 3 in there as well. So I did get the Madden game, but I also got this. And this is a Squaresoft game, and it's disc-only, but I should be able to sell it for about $8 to $10 still, which will recoup all the money that I spent on those games, which is very awesome. So we're not done yet. I've still got some stuff to show you guys. There's one thing that I want to save for last, and definitely do not click away from the video. There's a clip I'm going to show you at the end that I took that you guys are really going to enjoy. So yeah, hopefully you guys will enjoy that. It's very cool. I don't want to give anything away, but you guys will really enjoy that. So next up, there is a kid who contacted me from my wanted ad on Craigslist for video games, and I did a deal with him yesterday, and I also did one today. Actually, the deal today was actually with his friend, but it was through him, so very awesome. It looks like he'll be a new contact for me, and he's still in high school, I think, so he's got, you know, tons of people he can get games from and everything, and he's been accepting my offers, you know, haggling a little bit, but I'm basically paying what I want to pay for them, and I'm getting some really awesome stuff. So first up, I guess I'll start with the deal I did yesterday. Got a little stack of Super Nintendo games here. First we have Thunder Spirits, Kirby's Avalanche, Star Fox, Sim City, Indiana Jones' Greatest Adventures, and Legend of Zelda: A Link to the Past. Now, when I picked up these, I picked up a couple other things, so I don't know exactly what I paid for the individual items, but I will tell you what I paid for everything. Next up, I got one Wii game. That was Legend of Zelda: Skyward Sword. Complete, not the collector's edition. Just a regular edition there, but it is complete in good shape. I also got a stack of DS games here. They're all cartridge only. First we have Magnetica, Balloon Pop, Who Wants to Be a Millionaire, Jewel of the Tropical Lost Island, Professor Layton and the Curious Village, and then one 3DS game, and that's Super Mario Land 3D. And these are all cartridge only. And then I got two DSs from him. First up, I got a blue DSi. And both of these, neither of these Game Boys have chargers, or DSs have chargers, but he said this one might be broken. He's not sure. I kind of just assumed that it is broken, so I'm not really missing out. But this other one here, he guarantees it works. I ordered a charger off eBay, just like a knockoff one. It was like $1 with free shipping. But hopefully that'll be here soon. I can test this out. But I kind of trust him. He did meet with me again today, so and he said that if it doesn't work, he'll give me the money back. But I'm really not worried because it's in amazing condition. But that is a DSi XL. I've never had one of these. I generally do not buy DS systems, simply because, I mean, the prices can fluctuate so much on these with all the new ones coming out all the time, and there just being so many different versions, the prices can always fluctuate. So yeah, so neither of them have styluses, neither of them have chargers, but this one's actually in really good shape, and I paid $80 for all that stuff from him, which is a really good deal for me, but it's also pretty close to what he wanted. He wanted $120. I offered him $100 because I thought that this came with a charger, and I thought that I was gonna, because he said it was working, so I figured he had a charger, and I figured that I could test it before I bought it. But when he brought it to me, he agreed on the $100, but then when he brought it, the battery's dead and there's no charger, so I offered him $80 instead because, I mean, I'm taking a risk on it, and he agreed and said that that's fair. So got that stuff from $80. Then I met with him again today, with him and his friend, and I bought some more stuff. First up, we have a gray Nintendo 64 controller, joysticks 5 or 6 out of 10, and then I got another Ice Blue N64 controller, and so this is the third one I have now, and I also have the system, but the joystick's very loose on this one, which is unfortunate. Next up, we have a see-through blue PS2 controller. This is in pretty bad shape. It's missing both the rubber covers, and if you can hear that, there's plastic, a couple different plastic pieces floating around in there. We have an N64 transfer pack. We have a Game Boy Advance bundle right here. It comes in this carrying case. There is a blue Game Boy Advance SP. Works. It was a bit buggy when I first was trying to test the games out. I had to blow into it a lot, and really, like, when you put the, like, I don't know if everyone does it, but when I put games in there, I like karate chop them in to make sure they get a good connection, and I had to do that pretty hard to get a lot of these games to work, but in the end I did get all of them to work, which is pretty good. But the games are Yu-Gi-Oh! Something of Destruction. I don't want to butcher the name. This one here without a label, which is a Sega Smash Pack. Donkey Kong Country 3. Jimmy Neutron. This one was really hard to get to work. There's a crack on it, and a couple of these games look like they've been chewed on by a dog, and this is one of them. Final Fantasy IV, The Lord of the Rings, classic NES series Bomberman, Super Mario Advance 3, Yoshi's Island, Beyblade, Dragon Ball Z, The Legacy of Goku, Pokemon Sapphire, missing the label, and Fire Emblem, The Sacred Stones. So the last thing that I got from him, or his friend, was a stack of N64 games, and some of them are pretty common, but there's two decent ones. There's WCW vs. NWO World Tour, Star Wars Episode 1 Racer, Beetle Adventure Racing, Rampage World Tour, and the two good games are Mario Party 2 and Mario Kart 64. So, more awesome games there. And the last thing I got was, well, first off, I got 3 Game Boy Advances. And as you can see, this is a purple one, a clear purple, and an Arctic. And the guy that I got these from is actually an NES collector, and he collects NES games and accessories, but he sells everything else. And he brought a really rare game to show me, one of the rarest NES games in existence to show me that he had, and he told a pretty cool story about it, and he was cool enough to let me film it and ask him some questions on camera. So enjoy this clip, and that'll be it for the video. So thank you guys for watching, and I hope you enjoy. So here is the Caltron 6-in-1, and I've got the owner here, so just tell everyone out there how you came across this game.
Well, I got 2 little businesses that I do. I buy and sell Nintendo stuff. I'm an avid NES collector, and I also buy and sell old laptops and computers. So I had a couple broken laptops, and I couldn't do anything with them. It wasn't worth buying parts for. So I threw them up on Craigslist. I said, you know, I got these 2 broken laptops. If anybody wants them, I'll trade them for I'll sell them for 45 bucks for the pair, or I'll trade them for anything old school Nintendo or Super Nintendo. This guy emails me, he says he's interested. He's got a box of about 45 to 50 NES games. And I said, that sounds like a deal. He came by my place, pulled out this box of dirty looking games that they must have sat in the attic for 20 years. You know, there's an inch of dust on top. There's, you know, I think there's a spider and a cockroach in the box. It was nasty. And I'm going through it. There's like 7 copies of Super Mario Duck Hunt, a couple copies of Tetris. I saw Zelda. I thought, okay, finally I got something good. I got a gold Zelda. I got a Super Mario 3, and then I see this white looking game. I didn't think much of it. I thought it was one of those Bible games or something. I had a couple of those already. And I had to go to work, so I told my brother to take a look at it. And my brother goes, hey, did you see this white game? I'm like, yeah. He's like, I think it's worth something on eBay. I'm like, okay, cool story, bro. 2 minutes later, I hear him go, holy shit, this thing sells for $300 on eBay. How much did you pay for it? I said, I got it for free. I traded 2 laptops for it, and I got those laptops for free, so pretty much I got it for free. And that's the story of how I got my Caltron, and it's been cleaned up, and it's been, you know, centerpiece of my collection ever since.
That's very awesome. Well, I definitely thank you for showing me this, and I think people on YouTube will definitely enjoy seeing it.